tribute to the magnificent Zora Neale Hurston. Why? Because she is literally one of the most prolific writers of all times. I really believe that. But I don't love Zora just for her prolific writing, both rich in culture and depth in language. I love Zora for her boldness, her independence, her zest, her for telling the truth. I love Zora because she recorded our stories in our voice so that we could have that to look back on, but also to center us presently and into the future. So yes, I will always celebrate Mama Zora. That's my muse, y'all.
Hi, I'm Rae Chesny, and I am so inspired by Zora Neale Hurston because she always found a way to use her natural talents and gifts to tell stories, be it in a scientific field as a trained anthropologist, folklorist, or in the creative studies as a writer and author. She has influenced me and shown me that I can always explore, experience, and take the opportunity to say yes to life. Happy birthday, Zora.
Coming up or growing up, we've heard about her, and when you're taught a little bit about the Harlem Renaissance and all that. But I actually got reintroduced to her in grad school, getting my MFA in creative writing. One of my mentors was Tanana Reed Dew, the great writer. And so she was like, we need some brown people on your reading list. So she suggested her book, Their Eyes Are Watching God, and with that work and one of her short stories, and just about the themes that cross, all boundaries, love and life and all of that. So very influential, so much so that I did my critical paper on her work. Yeah, she was unapologetic, spunky, sassy, said what she wanted to say and got it done.
Hi, I'm Victoria Kennedy. I love Zora Neale Hurston for her nonconformity. She did not conform to what everyone else was doing or write like how everyone else was writing there, and she did it with aplomb. She did it with flash. She let her guard down, and she wasn't ashamed to be in the spotlight for being who she was, for being authentic. And what's more important as a writer than to have an authentic voice? And she was truly before her time. Zora Neale Hurston forged her own lane, and she drove really fast in it, and she honked the horn really, really loud. I love that. I love Zora Neale Hurston. Thank you.
What up, though? This is Denise in Detroit, coming to tell you what I love about Zora Neale Hurston. I have never encountered another writer in the history of the world that embraces and embodies dialect the way that Zora Neale Hurston did. There's something about those words that makes it more than words, makes it more than language, makes it more than conversation, makes it more than dialogue. Those words don't simply speak, they sing. They leap off of the page and into you with musicality and vibrancy that I have never encountered in another living being's words. So if you call yourself a writer, the very first thing that you need to do is to learn from Zora Neale Hurston how to make your writing living.
Hi, my name is Robin Farmer, and I'm very appreciative of the fact that I get a chance to talk about Zora Neale Hurston and what she means to me. Whenever I'm asked to name my favorite books, the answer usually depends on my mood, right? But one book always makes the list, and that's Their Eyes Were Watching God. It wasn't always the case. The first time I tried to read it, the dialect initially tripped me up, and I thought, what is this? And then I got lost in her mastery of dialect and her cinematic storytelling. Its beauty, its power, its image. I'm so happy that Zora lives on in me and many other authors and writers and readers. And on that note, it's time for me to reread some of her work starting tonight. Thanks for having me. Have a good year. Bye-bye.
As both a creative writer and an academic researcher, I find that Zora Neale Hurston was a kindred spirit. She was someone who brought other writers together. She made a point of having Black people be the central figures in all that she did as both a creative and a researcher. And at the time of her death, she wasn't wealthy or famous then, but she had lived a life well worn. I can only hope that my life has even half of the passion and drive that Zora Neale Hurston demonstrated. Happy birthday to the everlasting spirit of Zora Neale Hurston.